Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and today in this video we are going to discuss about the Python and the Python first program basically, or the very basic level program which we are going to perform today. Okay, so if you know bit about Python, then you basically you can start now. So let's start it actually. So if you let's say wanted to print something, then we will use print function in a Python, okay, which will print the things whichever we want. It could be a string, or let's say it could be a something we wanted to print, then we will use the print function. So that's why you see the print. Let's say if I wanted to print my name, I will just print Kapil into like this. So then it will print the same. So let's say I will try to use the print, then give the my name. So basically it will print the name Kapil. Okay, so now let's consider a case where I wanted to see whether the entered number, I wanted to provide a certain input, I wanted to provide an input. Okay, and I wanted to see whether that input is positive or negative or something like that. Okay, so this is the very simple program, but it requires two three things which you need to learn actually. So let's consider a case. So if you wanted to print, let's say if you wanted to get an input, then which function we will use is the input function. Okay, so input function is much more similar to the print function, if you see, uh, and but it will take, let's say whatever the text you are typing, that it will print, and it will get an input. Okay, and once we get an input, here we have used the eval function. But let's say if you basically what exactly we're doing here now. So let's consider a case. So this input function will return a string basically. Okay, it will return things in a string format. Okay, and now I wanted to change that, because I wanted to change that either to the integer or it could be any other type, right? So to do that, I can use either init. Okay, if I am sure that the my function is an integer, then I can do the same thing. Okay, and let's say it is, let's say first number I am entering is 15, and it is saying number is positive. Okay, but because I was sure that it is typecasting that number to an integer. Okay, and then I can use this integer type. Using this I can typecast that to integer. But if I am not sure whether I wanted to I can input the integer, or I can integer enter the float or something else as well, then I can use the eval. Okay, so eval function basically will typecast into appropriate type. Okay, so let's see if I am entering now 15. Okay, it is taking number is positive. Run it again. Let's say if I am giving, let's say 0.336. Okay, then also it is taking number is positive, it is considering that and it is working. Let's now consider if I used only integer in this case. Okay, we have seen that if we have given the number is 15, then it is working, right? It is number is taking, it is positive. But consider in case if you are trying to give the same value, let's say 0.36, then it is creating a problem, because we are typecasting it to integer. Okay, but we are entering something a float value, so it is crashing at runtime. So to solve this, okay, we can use this eval, and if we give the float number also, then also it will work. Okay, so now go to the next step. Let's say here we have a if and else statement. Okay, so if you are coming from a C background, then you see that here we are using the if. It is, if you can, you also use the in bracket that condition, that is also fine. But if you do not want to use that in bracket, let's say that condition in bracket, then also it is fine. It doesn't have a impact. Okay, so that's why I have given the example where I have not used the both the brackets. Okay, it is up to you. If you wanted to use, then you can use it. Certainly if you have a bigger condition, then you require it, so then you can use it. But if it is, if you have not given it, then also it will work well. Okay, here the difference from a C and here it is, let's say there is a opening and closing bracket, right, in the C, but here you have a colon and then you will do a proper indentation at the below line and then it will work. Okay, so this is the if, then we have a else if in the case of C, but here we have a elif. Similar fashion we need to use it over here, colon, we need to use, and for the else also we need to use the colon. And depending on the here we have the same let's say conditional operator. It could be greater than, less than, or it could be anything which I wanted to use I can use. And even double equal is also same. Okay, so here in this case I have not given that option, because let's say if a number is not positive or number is not equal, then it will be always zero. But if you wanted to use this also, then also you can use this, let's say a, then equal to and 0. Then let's say it will let's say in this case also I need to use elif, because I need to pass the condition with the elif. Okay, and else I can give one more condition whether input is not valid. However, it will not reach that stage, because all the probability which we have, that we have considered there, right? But however, let's execute this as well. Okay, so these are the conditional operator which you can use to find out whether number is positive, negative, or 0. Let's say if I am giving the number 0, then it is working. So now run it again, and let's say if you are trying to give 0.00, then also is going to the number is 0. Okay, so it is working as expected. So this is the very simplest program when which you can start in a Python. Okay, it uses the very simple it uses the very simple operator. Okay, which is plus, greater than, or less than, or equal to. And it also uses the input, print, and eval function. So yeah, it is very simple. You can try out this, and if it is useful. Now one more thing, let's say certainly whenever you are using the print function, you will see the opening, let's say double inverted comma, and in which you will write it, right? Now if you wanted to let's say print double inverted comma itself, then how you can do it? Because if you try to do this, let's say if you want to try print couple in double inverted comma, then you think of the way I will try to, I will do this way, but it doesn't work. So it will give an error. Okay, because it is, you are saying that is start and end is this, right? So it is certainly, it will not work like that. So one of the option to do this is you can do use the single inverted comma over here, and then run it. Simple. So we'll see. You can see the couple is, it has print the couple in double inverted comma, right? So this is the one way. There is one more way which you can try. Let's try this way. I'm not sure, but let's do this. Okay, it is certainly working, right? So um, basically, okay, if I now I will give double inverted comma over here, and let's try this way. You can see it is working. So you can use the backslash, and then it will consider your double inverted comma. Okay, then thanks for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye bye.